Do you want to know the single greatest secret to transformation? It isn't what you vigorously chase or the burdens you decide to carry. It is what you finally have the audacity to put down. Most of us live under the crushing weight of a false belief that to become more, we must acquire more. More status, more words, more noise. But there is a silent, unshakable version of you buried beneath the chaos. It lives under the endless explanations, the desperate justifications, and the circular conversations that drain your spirit. This version of you does not beg to be heard. It does not defend its existence. It does not cling to the ashes of the past. This version of you simply releases. The ancient Stoics understood a truth that modern society has completely forgotten. Freedom is not the accumulation of things. It is the deliberate elimination of what enslaves you. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." It is a beautiful sentiment, but realized deeply, it reveals a harsh truth. The hardest part isn't mastering your mind, it's admitting how much junk you've allowed to master it for you. So, we are going to strip it all away. Here are the 5 things you need to quietly, surgically eliminate from your life. No grand announcements, no dramatic exits, just the cold, calm resolve to be free. Number 1, the compulsive need to explain yourself. Look at your history. You have spent years, perhaps decades, treating your life like it's a court trial, haven't you? You justify your choices, you write mental essays defending your boundaries, and you apologize for saying no. You explain why you walked away or why you require solitude. Realize this: every time you offer an unsolicited explanation, you are handing over a piece of your authority. You are telling the world, "I need your permission to be me." The people who genuinely value you do not require a dossier of reasons to respect your decisions. They trust your character. Conversely, those who demand you justify your existence are not looking for clarity. They are looking for a weakness to exploit. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This applies to your craving for validation. You do not need their understanding. You need to cure your addiction to their approval. Stop explaining. Start inhabiting your life. And this brings us to a crossroads. Most people are terrified of this level of autonomy. They prefer the safety of the herd. If you are content with being misunderstood and weak, feel free to leave. But if you are ready to stop apologizing for your own existence, subscribe to Living Stoic right now. Don't cheat your future self out of this wisdom just to scroll back into the noise. Make the commitment. Number 2, relationships that require you to be small. We all have them. The friendships that only thrive when you are miserable. The family dynamics where you are only accepted if you remain the failure or the scapegoat. The partners who claim to love you but secretly resent your growth because it highlights their own stagnation. These connections do not break you with a loud crack. They erode you like water on stone, wearing down your edges until you fit into their tiny boxes. Marcus Aurelius warned us, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." Sometimes the insanity is sitting at your dinner table. Sometimes the people you love cannot survive your evolution. You do not owe anyone a shrunken, diluted version of your soul, not out of loyalty, and certainly not out of guilt. True love expands, it creates space. Anything that suffocates you is just fear disguised as affection. Walk away from it. Number 3, the outdated stories you tell about yourself. I'm just an anxious person. I'm bad with money. I'm not disciplined. I always mess up relationships. How often do you recite these scripts? You are mesmerizing yourself with your own limitations. You are introducing yourself to the world as a corpse of who you used to be. Epictetus taught us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. But the deeper Stoic truth is that it matters how you remember it. If you let one dark chapter title the entire book of your life, you are choosing to be a prisoner. You are not the person you were 5 years ago. Biologically, your cells have regenerated. Intellectually, your mind has expanded. Why are you running your life on old, corrupted software? The narrative you repeat is the cell you sleep in. Change the story, not by lying, but by acknowledging that growth isn't a betrayal of your past. It is the only way to honor the potential of your future. Most viewers will nod at this, feel a moment of motivation, and then do absolutely nothing to change their narrative. They will click away and return to the comfort of their excuses. Don't be one of them. Prove to yourself that you take your life seriously. Subscribe to the channel as a pact with your conscience. If you can't even click a button to prioritize your growth, how will you ever change your life? Number 4, the glorification of busy. You wear your burnout like a medal of honor. Your calendar is a battlefield, and your silence is non-existent. Deep down, you are terrified that if you stop moving, if you stop producing, you will be forced to sit alone with your own thoughts. The Stoics did not respect busyness. They respected purpose. They respected clarity. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And we waste it on fake urgency. We waste it on motion that has no meaning." Being busy is often the laziest way to live, because it allows you to avoid the hard work of deciding what actually matters. What if the most powerful thing you did today was absolutely nothing? What if you disconnected and remembered what it feels like to be a human being rather than a productivity machine? You were not designed to sprint until you collapse. Eliminate the worship of exhaustion. Number 5, the paralyzing fear of starting over. This is the heavy one. This is what keeps you chained to a career you despise, a city that drains you, or a life that died years ago. You look at the time you've invested, the years, the tears, the effort, and you think walking away is a waste. This is the sunk cost illusion. Seneca saw through this clearly. He advised us to count each separate day as a separate life. Starting over is not starting from zero, it is starting from experience. You are not walking into the unknown empty-handed. You are armed with every lesson you learned from the wrong turns. Maybe you had to walk the wrong path to realize it wasn't yours. There is no expiration date on reinvention. Not at 30, not at 50, not at 80. Every sunrise is a pardon. It is a chance to release what is dead and embrace what is waiting to be born. The Stoics did not teach perfection. They taught practice, the unglamorous, daily grind of choosing sanity over chaos. Peace isn't something you stumble upon. It is something you build, one elimination at a time. You don't need anyone's permission to reclaim your life. You just need the quiet courage to walk away from everything that isn't you. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself at night, not because he was a master, but because he knew he would forget. Let this be your reminder. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to change. The life you are desperate for is waiting on the other side of the things you are afraid to drop. Until next time, be kind to yourself. You are capable of more than you know.